As we go throughout the month of October of this year, we are only getting closer and closer to the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's final trailer by director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really great about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to really be a film that will introduce many different twists and turns. That's really going to change our view of the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one, which honestly could very well be a risk by Disney and Lucasfilm, depending on how everything's going to be executed and how everything is going to be applied into this story by JJ. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of course, the upcoming shot descriptions of The Rise of Skywalker's final trailer, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Rey is said to be standing in front of Kylo Ren with both of their lightsabers ignited, where it's explained that they are in a standoff against each other where Rey is said to appear furious, which eventually leads to a sequence in which Kylo Ren initiates Force Lightning at Rey, where she is said to block the attack with her lightsaber as they fight on top of the second Death Star. It's described that during this shot, a revised track of Duel of the Fates is said to play over the shot by John Williams, where the next describes a sequence in which Kylo Ren is said to ignite his lightsaber blade, where he is said to be holding it up to Palpatine's face in the shadows, where Palpatine is described to be laying down on a chair of some kind. That seems to be a medical chair where Palpatine is described to begin to laugh at Kylo Ren in the shot. This is where brand new dialogue by Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine is said to play over the sequence, where Palpatine is said to deliver the iconic line, "Unlimited Power," in a far different way than how he delivered it in Revenge of the Sith. It's explained that this was JJ's way of connecting Palpatine to the prequels more so. Palpatine in the shot appears to be far older than ever before, as if he is about to die. The last describes a sequence in which Kylo Ren is said to be in a standoff against all 6 Knights of Ren, standing in front of a large cube-like structure on the world of Exegol. Kylo Ren appears to be in a phase of rage while in the standoff against the Knights of Ren, hinting at a potential fight or training scene with the Knights of Ren against Kylo Ren. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this is really intriguing when it comes to the new trailer for this movie. Now, the thing about all of this is that we do know that this movie is all going to be about Rey, Kylo, and Palpatine, the top 3 characters in The Rise of Skywalker that is truly going to reshape the franchise, right? There's going to be a lot of revelations in this film that's really going to change our view of the past 8 Star Wars films. So let's go over to one of my favorite shots that are actually going to be a part of the upcoming trailer, which is actually said to involve a sequence in which Kylo Ren is holding his crossguard lightsaber up to Palpatine's face, while Palpatine is said to be sitting in some kind of chair, a medical chair of some kind, where he appears to be far older in design than ever before, hinting at him on the verge of death. Now, this would indicate that Palpatine literally survived the fall of the second Death Star, which I think a lot of fans are going to either agree with or disagree with that, or are going to wonder, how in the world did that happen, right? So, with that being said, JJ, a couple of weeks ago at D23, he actually did indeed confirm that, Palpatine is actually back in the flesh. Through the interviews done, from other magazines like EW and Empire, etc., we learned that Palpatine is back in the flesh, but that will be explained in The Rise of Skywalker and, of course, in the upcoming novelization this March of 2020. So, March 2020 is when we're going to be getting the expanded factual material of course, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, the other point that I do want to go over here is how Palpatine is said to laugh at Kylo Ren in the sequence, where he delivers the line, "Unlimited Power" once more, but in a far different way than how he delivered it to Mace Windu. And that, to me, I think is a very interesting thing done by Palpatine, the fact that he himself was actually saying that line of dialogue is going to bring fans way back to that iconic scene from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and it's really going to change, how we view the character of Palpatine, and specifically that line. Now, the last piece that I do want to go over that really does raise a couple of questions here, and I'm sure it does for you guys out there, is, of course, Kylo Ren in the standoff against the Knights of Ren. Now, is this a fight, or is this a training scene? We don't know. But nonetheless, Kylo Ren is actually described to be furious in a phase of rage, while actually looking at the Knights of Ren guarding a cube-like structure on the world of Exegol. Now, this cube-like structure from the previous leaks that we went over is actually Palpatine's hideout. This cube structure actually serves as a massive base that leads down to the surface, underneath the surface of the world of Exegol, which, by the way, the world of Exegol is a dead world over in the unknown regions with constant lightning storms that Palpatine actually resides on and hides underneath the surface of all of that. So with that being said, this trailer really seems like it's going to be a very promising one, giving us, a lot of juicy Palpatine, shots and Kylo Ren and Knights of Ren stuff, everything related to Rey, etc. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.